Lawson, Director of Duke Energy Children's Museum. When you bring your family to Cincinnati Museum Center and the Children's Museum, we hope that everyone has a great time. But as equally as important, we hope that you and your family all learn through play while you're here. That's right. Children learn through play through every exhibit and every program while we're at the Children's Museum. I'm speaking to you today from the woods, a recreation of a local woodland. It's really important for children to be playing in nature, and as they have fewer and fewer opportunities to do that, Duke Energy Children's Museum is the perfect place for that. So how are children learning through play when they're in the woods? Well, the first thing they're doing is they're developing gross motor skills. By crawling, climbing, sliding, they're developing coordination and balance through these large body movements. But this is also a great place for them to just explore and get some social-emotional development out of it. Now, we always like for the parents or the big kids like us to be able to crawl through the woods with the kids, but also have them explore the woods on their own and then come back to you and tell you what they saw. Now, that helps them to develop communication skills as well as that great sense of accomplishment that they explored the woods all on their own. Think about how excited they would be when they find their way to the slide or they complete our scavenger hunt. There are so many different things for them to do in the woods and ways for them to develop. And just asking a few of those simple questions about what did you see? Can you find a different way to get to the slide? Are great ways to encourage that development. Welcome to Little Sprouts Farm and Duke Energy Children's Museum. This is our only age-restricted area in the museum. This area is designed for children ages 4 and younger. That's right, young children as young as 6 months can come to the Children's Museum and be learning and developing skills. Right here I'm standing in front of our sand table. Now, this is a great area for sensory development, but also fine motor skill development. Just simply having the children pick up the sand and pour it into the funnel and watching it move. We have a bunch of different pieces that they can pick up. You can ask the children, are they able to pick it up with the strainer? Oh, it does go through. So there are lots of little different activities here developing fine motor skills. But all throughout Little Sprouts Farm, we have a slide helping to develop gross motor skills. Ask the little ones if they can find a different way to the slide inside Little Sprouts Farm. We also have a great farmer's market in Little Sprouts Farm where the children can pick vegetables, they can move them around in the wheelbarrows, again developing gross motor skills, but then ask them if they can return the vegetables to where they found them. That's a great matching skill, that one-on-one correspondence. And children as young as 6 months can even come to the museum and be developing skills. We have an infant garden with a large mirror and soft toys. So the little ones, the very, very young ones who are just starting to learn to walk, can actually pull themselves up on a bar and watch themselves in a mirror making these body movements. So Little Sprouts Farm is a great area for your very little ones, your little sprouts. Welcome to Kids Town at Duke Energy Children's Museum. This is our area for dramatic play. It's really important for young kids to take on the roles of adults, and that helps them in several ways. First of all, it helps them to learn to share, and it also helps them to learn to understand why adults do some of the things they do. Why do we go to the store and fill up our grocery carts with groceries? Why do we take them home? What is the process behind all of that? Where does food come from? If you want to make food at the diner, we have to come to the grocery store first, buy the food, then take it to the diner. So there are some great ways to interact with your young ones in Kids Town. Sit at the diner. That's a great place for you to relax for a few minutes, but then allow the kids to serve you. Ask them, what's the daily special today? Have them come up with some amazingly creative food items. But make sure you have a credit card because they do charge a lot for some very expensive hamburgers with ice cream on top. We also have a vet clinic in Kids Town. Take one of the stuffed animals and walk into there and say, my cat has a problem, can you help me? The kids can be very creative with coming up with these problems and the solutions to make your kitty cat feel better. And then finally, for our little ones, we have a great fix-it shop where the little ones can work on cars and different machines. So create a problem with one of your cars or your vehicles and ask the little ones if they can figure out what's wrong with that. That'll help them to understand why you do some of the things you do and will help them develop a lot of confidence and learn their own interests. If you want to learn more about Learning Through Play in Museum Center or discover more about our Learning Through Play conference, check out our website, cincymuseum.org, and look for the Learning Through Play page.